Hey, what's happening? Welcome back. It's Bill Smith, back with some more QAnon phenomenon. There's a train crash last night after the State of the Union. There's some more details have been coming out about it. I saw some people reporting about it earlier today. I wasn't going to touch this story. I figured enough people picked it up, something you probably already saw by now. But there's been a flood of Q posts that have come out about this since then. So just the first thing worth mentioning is someone put a dump truck on the tracks, and there was some Republican lawmakers headed to some, they're calling it a Republican retreat, but it had a lot of the same people involved that got attacked on the baseball field earlier in the year. So like Senator Jeff Flake, this guy was at both places. I mean, he was on this train going out to some quote-unquote GOP retreat, which seems weird because they just had the State of the Union last night to talk about releasing the memo tomorrow. So the 31st of January was a big day, and that's today. It's about 10 o'clock at night. I'm getting ready to go to bed here in a few minutes, but we'll cover the Q posts real fast just so you can read them. We talked about these down here on the 29th, 31st, starting about 5:30. These started to get posted. Talking about today, it's DOD time. Day of Days with D of D highlighted in brackets. That's Department of Defense. Timing is everything. Did you miss the most important line of the entire speech? It was an activation code. You know what? I did miss that. I'll be the first to admit it. I did not pay that much of attention in detail like I should. Maybe I'll go back. Someone post down there. What's he talking about? I don't know. I call on the Congress to empower every cabinet secretary with the authority to reward good workers and to remove federal employees who undermine the public trust or fail the American people. That's it. That was the activation code. And I listened to him say that and I was like, man, that's a good clean up the country sentence right there. It was something bigger than that. We all missed it. There it is right there. So they're going after all kinds of stuff. You watched my last video. Okay, we're in the middle of day 6 of Flushgate. Okay, we're flushing the swamp. The drain's being plugged right now or unplugged. Stuff is swirling, so we're flushing them. Flushgate. Read the executive orders and put them together. I've already done that. POTUS on the terrorists in Guantanamo Bay. Let's be clear, enemy combatants. Everybody knows, man. Everybody knows. If you were deep state, you are going to Guantanamo Bay if you were one of the leaders. At the very least, I would imagine. That's why they staffed all those Marines down there. That's why Sessions down there putting in a bug-proof room so people can talk to their lawyers. Man, once they grab Obama, man, he's not coming anywhere. They're going to put him in Guantanamo Bay. You can't leave these people anywhere, Where else are you going to put them? Okay, so this is worth looking at right now. So we got the helicopter crash, Newport Beach, Hotel GM. What happened at those hotels? So the hotels they're talking about are the Standard Hotels. And I'll tell you why I know about this here in a second. But the Standard Hotel, here's some of the locations they have. They have one in West Hollywood, downtown LA, Miami Beach, Highline, and East Village. The last two being in New York City. So one of the guys that got clipped in this helicopter crash. This is all about Adam Schiff, by the way. I'll circle back to the Q post and explain it. The little bit that I know right now, but this helicopter tried to land, in the middle of someone's house, essentially, like in the front yard, and people were saying it just looked like they were trying to land out there. These are the people that were involved. Joseph Anthony Tenna, Kimberly Lynn Wattsman of Santa Monica have all died, but this Brian R. Reichelt, this is the guy that I targeted. I have not looked at the other people, okay? This is just how I found the hotels. I found what I was looking for first time around, so I started looking for this Brian Reichelt guy. Okay, I'm going to show you something I found. So this is how I found him. I started looking for this. I tracked him down. 56-year-old, been at this place for 6 years as a regional director of finance. Okay, so I went and looked at them, but I was looking at Brian Reichelt, and I started finding some stuff that's already been scrubbed off the internet. Okay, so I found this. This is the first place I found them. It's Archdiocese of Miami. So this is Catholic stuff, and he's not on this page. Okay, but I went back to the archives, and he is on this page. He's down here, down in the omnibus circle. So he gave $5,000 to $10,000 to whatever this is. I don't even know what this is. I haven't looked very far. I haven't dug. But okay, this guy dies in a plane crash. Within hours, they scrub him off this webpage. Why would they scrub him off this webpage? I don't get it. I mean, it takes people forever to get removed off stuff online. So that's how this all tracks back. Now, I'm going to tell you some big stuff right now. This is background. This is talking about Adam Schiff, what happened to Adam Schiff. And it's basically saying that Adam Schiff did some stuff at a hotel a while back that was covered up. He's repaying the favor by trying to cover this up. So how they control those they need, one recent example, relevant today, learn. Now, I don't have exactly what Q's talking about, okay? I'm going to tell you what I know. Now, this next post up here, 654, it's him responding to something. It says, Pedo ring, human trafficking at hotel, Adam Schiff's district. He knew. He's trying to cut a deal because he knows he's grass. And Q's saying, the intel just dropped is bigger than you can imagine. Now, I don't know why people don't know this already. Okay? Anybody involved in QAnon has got to have already seen Pizzagate. Now, Pizzagate, for me, was disgusting, despicable. It took me weeks to come to terms with it. Okay, my brain wanted to just boil over it, knowing how deep it is. But this is the answer. Okay, Pizzagate is the answer that you've been looking for if you've been tracking conspiracy anywhere. Okay, how do you keep... I started thinking about this with the 9/11 stuff. I mean, say there's 100 people that knew about 9/11. There had to be at least that many, okay, altogether. One of those people is going to have a deathbed confession. One of those people is not going to be able to deal with it. Even if there's only 12 people or 20 people, there's always one person who just does not have the capacity to hold a terrible lie like that. It's just the human condition. We just have to unload this stuff. So the only way, okay, that you can control people is if you can get them on film doing some kind of heinous act. Now, I come from a small town, and in my small town, the name of the game was get some police or get the police chief and the mayor to do cocaine at your house. Okay, we had a local lawyer, and that's what his playbook was. But that cocaine stuff isn't going to work on a national level when these people are big name players. And you can see how they're trying to normalize pedophilia already. We already got the gay stuff, then we got the transsexual stuff, and now we got pedophilia on its way. And people don't like it. Even with all the softening up that's happening, 99.999% of the population would hang a pedophile given the opportunity. Okay, it's the one thing that people with all of their, flexibility, they just cannot be flexible around pedophilia or hurting a child. It just doesn't work. So that's how it works. I'm telling you, Pizzagate, them breaking Podesta's emails, people finding all the code, that's the answer. Okay, that's the final answer to all of this. And a lot of normal people aren't going to want to go down that little rabbit hole. I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to know either. So that's it. That's the whole answer. That's what it's all about. This whole thing's about pedophilia. Pedophilia has been used by the deep state to control high-level political operatives. And there's just no way out of it. I mean, I would murder somebody probably before I let someone leak a video of me molesting some kid or doing something heinous if I was Adam Schiff. You know, if I was that guy, I'd do just about anything. So here we go. You know, you got the U.S. Marine Corps on guard, okay? And now we come talking about this truck, okay? The truck that caused the train wreck. Now, people are tossing around some I don't know what to think because they recovered a body from this. 2 bodies, I believe, from that busted truck. Now, long story short, Q is saying it's a remote-controlled truck. It's a remote-controlled truck, and maybe they knocked out 2 people, strapped them down into that thing. Maybe they gave them a shot of something, so they're out cold for an hour or 2. And then they just, with the Xbox controller, go ahead and pilot that dump truck over there to the train tracks, turned it around so you got the front cab hanging off, and then when the back of the dump truck, the big heavy part, gets blasted head on by the train, the cab gets tossed. So those, I guess one person at least survived, maybe both of them survived, but this is interesting stuff. This is exciting stuff. And here's the most important part, everybody. POTUS is safe. Okay, Trump's still alive, protected by patriots. He is not going anywhere. Deep state on the run. Tomorrow is going to be a gigantic day. Okay, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to run to my laptop and I'm going to look at what's happening because I want to read that memo. Okay, I want to read that memo. If you've been paying attention to this story, I just want to say thanks. Thanks for paying attention. Thanks for being a part of the conversation. Okay, you're a part of something historic. You're going to remember this for the rest of your life. So, say some prayers for everybody involved in this. I'll do the same. Keep watching, keep up the fight. Don't lose hope, man. We're right there.